we discovered another problem.
And it was $140, so that's kind of crazy.
Alright, hey guys, so we did officially launch yesterday, and we spent the evening last night at a Harvest Host. We love Harvest Host. It's amazing. If you don't know what it is, basically there's businesses like wineries, breweries, golf courses, museums that open up their facilities to RVers to stay for free. They do ask that you purchase something, but anyway, gorgeous, big, and it was great. It was nice and quiet. We did have one other RVer here last night as well. But today, we're headed to Allegiant RV in Middlebury, which is near Elkhart, which is like RV Mecca here in Indiana, and getting some things worked on. So that's where we're headed to next. We got the rig dropped off, and we were trying to decide what we were going to do, and so we decided to drive about 40 minutes or so west and come drive through the Notre Dame campus. Awesome. So I don't think we're gonna get out. I think students are here, and there's restrictions and stuff with COVID and everything, but we're gonna try to drive around and see some of the buildings, and we realized that our kids have never watched the movie Rudy, so we need to find out where we can watch that. Or Matt was saying it might be like a cheap $2 bin movie like at Walmart or something. It's always something. So we got back to the RV repair shop. We're having issues with lazy days. One department is telling them that they don't have any idea what we're talking about, even though we have it in writing that they're going to fix it. So now they've been chatting back and forth with a different department because we have a letter saying we're going to address this problem. So they're trying to work that out. But in the meantime, it is just after 4 p.m. and we have gotten a weather alert that there is a storm headed this way that has a history of 70 to 100 mile an hour winds. I'm trying to be quiet because the kids are terrified of storms. So, thankfully we are parked between two other rigs here. We're staying the night at the RV shop because they still have to continue to finish the work on it tomorrow, so they're letting us stay here. They've got 50 amp hookups for us. Awesome. So Matt went to go talk to them to find out if we would possibly have access to the inside in case the storm does get bad. It's always something.
Alright, so we're loading up in the truck, and because the wind and it's supposed to get kind of crazy, so we're just gonna head into town, waste some time, be close to the shelter. There's really no place for us to hunker down here, so that's what we're gonna go do.
We survived the storm. We're actually pulling out now from the from Allegiant RV. They're not finished yet, so we are gonna head out and find a few things to do. But I will say, so far we have enjoyed the process with Allegiant RV. They've been great. Yeah. They were patient with Lazy Days in Tampa, who they weren't responsive, and we are just headed out in the area to find something to do. Oh, there's some branches down over there from the storm. I don't really know what we're gonna do. I'm going to highly suggest the Ace that is in town here. It's a little bit down the way from Allegiant RV, but they have a huge RV section. I'm guessing because, like we said, this is like the RV capital of the world, but huge RV section. They sold hitches, they sold straps, they sold pipes and tubes and hoses and everything you can imagine. But they actually had something that I've been looking for a little while now, and it's a solution to our broom. I don't have a place to put our broom like I did in our last rig, so I've been looking for a compact broom, and this one is going to fit the bill. I'll probably show it to you later, probably in some sort of like an essentials video or something, but it's like a telescoping broom, so it collapses down really small. Really funny thing to be excited about, but I am excited about it. And then we also had to get a small little piece of lumber so that we could reinforce one of our bench seats, because it's just think little things you just have to do no matter what your rig is.
You didn't know who I was. I had a mask on. It could have been anybody jumping in here.
You look like a cowboy. Gonna go through some saloon doors and like take care of some stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks to Allegiant RV, she is all fixed. Matt is on his way to a hardware store because we've encountered a problem for the first time in our travels so far. The way that we had to position the rig here at this site, we can't reach the power pedestal. That's as close as we can get it, is right there. And we still have to pull out this slide. We have to go around the slide. So it is way far back here, and it's so unlevel that we couldn't go back into that area over there. So he's on his way, I think, to Menards to see if they have a 50 amp extension cord. If they do not, I don't know. So I'm hoping they do.
I'm out right now trying to get a power cord at 5:30, and a lot of places are closing. Like Ace Hardware is closed. I just stopped at Menards. Menards was sold out, and it was $140. So that's kind of crazy that they were sold out of a power cord that's $140. That's kind of crazy. Maybe they only stock one. I don't know. But I'm going to Walmart. Hopefully we have better luck there.
But that's where he is. But other than that, the site's actually pretty cool. Let me see if I can show you here. So here's our site, and we have this entire section here. We've got sticks, and this is a one-way road, at least, which is nice. And there's a site over there, but there's no sites all over here. This is just wooded area. So this whole space here, and there's no one on that side of us. So this whole space here is ours. Alright, so sadly, Matt just sent a text, and Menards, which was what we think might be our best bet, is sold out of 50 amp extension cords. He hasn't messaged yet saying what his plan is. I don't know if he's going to see if there's anywhere else or not, or if we're going to have to figure out a way to maneuver the rig to get closer to the power post. I just don't know how we can, because it's so far unlevel over there. So that's the current fun that we're having.
Walmart did not have a 50 amp cable, but they had a 30 amp extension cord. So for now, that'll do. We need to have power. But then on my way out, way to the checkout, Jacqueline calls me and tells me that she noticed that in our hurry to level the site and me to go get an extension cord, we did not notice that our leveling system has taken the wheels off the ground on one side. So, which is common when there's too much of an incline, but we thought we had corrected enough that it wasn't going to do that, but apparently we were wrong.
We didn't notice because we put our Anderson blocks under it, and it seemed like it was fine. But I just went a minute ago to put the X-Chocks on and realized that the tire was moving. So it looked like it was touching, but it's just barely not. And we're not okay with that. So we're gonna have to move it a little bit anyway to fix that problem.
I got back to the site and we had to move the camper a little bit because we had to reposition it. It's because the site is so unlevel that it was taking the wheels off the ground, like I said. We finally got it level. We got it chalked. It is good to go. Problem, Spencer fell asleep. It is now almost 7 o'clock, so it's almost time for us that we would normally go to bed since it's a work night. And we're just now getting into the rig. We got the power cables, the extension cord hooked up that I bought, and air conditioner's running. So everything's good. It's just been a really long day.